Hello everyone, how are you guys? So first of all, I would like to tell you that this video is completely in English, and I'm making this video in English so that, as you have seen from the title, what cultural shocks I had when I came to Australia, so that my friends who are Australian, they have a question, or I can say a complaint that I don't put any video in English. So it is for them as well. They can get to know how was my experience in Australia when I arrived. And please don't judge me on my English. I'm not good in it, but I'll try my level best. So the first cultural shock which I would like to tell is basically what happened when you come to a new country. It's totally new over here. It's a totally new experience, new people, everything is new. The environment is new. So there are some things which you think is totally different from your country or from the place where you are born and brought up, and it takes a little bit time to adjust. So the first cultural shock which I had was, if we see the expenses. When I arrived in Australia, at that moment, from the time I arrived, whenever I used to go to a shopping complex or any store, I used to calculate the amount into 50. Like, I'll give you an example. India's currency is rupee, and Australian is Australian dollar, and 1 rupee is equal to 50, and $1 is equal to 50 Indian rupees. So, and in starting, you feel the things are really expensive. I'll give you a small example of bread. A packet of bread in Australia is minimum of around $1.50, and if we see it in my Indian currency, it's around 75 rupees. But in India, we can get it at 20 rupees. If you say in Australian dollars, it is around 40 cents. So that was a cultural shock. Like, something you see in the markets are really expensive if you compare it with your Indian currency. Everyone does it when you come to Australia. Like, you'll be calculating it, that it's the price is this much and how much will be if it is in Indian currency. I also did it. I did it for around 2 to 3 months, till the time I didn't start earning. And it's not the right, I will not suggest you to do that. It's not the right way. It's totally wrong. You won't be eating much stuff. You won't feel like taking few things because of this. So it's better to eat or to take all those things which you like, which you want. At last, it's the same. So other things which I would say is expenses. Basically, it is a shock. Like, if we say, we can take an example of banana. Here they sell it in kgs. You get $100, 100 rupees. That means of $2, around 1 kg, and in India it's only of 40 cents. So it's basically the shock which I had was, oh, these things are really expensive, and some things were of similar rate as well. Like, if see any electronic stuff, any mobile, any laptop, so all these things were of the same price. So this was the first shock for me. It was some sort of, I won't say cultural shock, but for a person who's coming from different country, it is a shock for them. And the next one is, if we see about the people of the country. Uh, my first experience was really good. The amount of respect which they give to a new person or to anyone is great. I still remember when I landed and I went to a shopping mall. I was just crossing the road, and there was zebra crossing, and the car stopped for me. Even when the zebra crossing is not there, the car stopped for a pedestrian so that they can cross the road. And I was like, oh my god, they're giving me so much respect. I said to my friend, this is totally different, which we don't have in my country. I'm not saying that India is wrong in this matter. I won't say my country is wrong at all. But yeah, it's totally different. And they are really, I would say, is, I'll give you an example. My father used to tell me these things, that such things are there in Australia, but I was like, I haven't been there, I can't say anything. He told me that if you will be walking somewhere, like you're walking around your house or in a mall, if someone sees you, they'll be smiling at you, and they'll be just a small hi, hello, how are you? Or if you meet someone after a few days, they'll be talking with you. Everyone will be like smiling. They have a smiley face, and that's so much. You know what? A positive vibe comes from that. And it's really surprising if we see what happened in our country, India. And that's a good point for about the people of Australia. Other point is they're really frank. They're good, they are helpful, they're really frank in every manner, and they enjoy the work they do. It doesn't matter what sort of work it is, they love what they do, or they do what they love, you can say it. That's something different in comparison to India. We don't have that much positive vibes, I can say. Yeah, this is a big difference or cultural shock which I had when I arrived over here. So this was regarding the expense I told about, and the other one was about the people, and the third one which I will tell is about the studies. In my home country, we have a sequence of 9 or 8 to 2 or 8 to 3 classes. You'll have it routinely daily, weekdays, Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday even, 9 to 3, and it is a tiring process if you are studying this much long and you go home, you do your work, and still you come back tomorrow and you. It's totally different in Australia. Here, what happens is you are given a choice that these times are available. Whichever you are comfortable, you can come and do your studies. And the other thing which I see about the studies is if we see most of the exams, particularly we don't have exams over here in half of the universities. I won't say in all. It's some sort of assignment sort of thing that you need to do a research, you need to get aware about it, and it's totally different. We don't have copy and paste sort of thing. Here is a word called plagiarism. If you don't guys know about it, it will be better if you google it. If you are copying from someone else, then it's really bad, or we can say it's wrong over here, and you get really, if you are got caught in it, and you can be deported from the country wherever you are studying it. So if you are coming in the new country, just be aware about it. And the other thing which I will say is these were about the study. Yeah, it's totally different. It's totally shock as well. Like, it's not a cultural shock, I would say, but it is a sort of shock which I had when I came over here and I started my studies. So this was the other point what I will say is part-time jobs. In India, we don't have the culture of doing job while you're studying, because that time our parents are the one who back up with the finance. I can't say that it is a wrong, because I've been in that country and we all do that. It's still maybe that my parents are responsible for paying my fees, and yeah, but over here it is like if you are studying, you also, most of them do a part-time job as well, so that they can earn for themselves, they can earn for their requirements, they can earn for their daily needs. And I've seen people who earn the whole fees from their part-time jobs. They don't take it from their parents, and it's something which is common in Australia or any developed country. If you're going to US, UK, Canada, people do part-time jobs. They want to earn for themselves. They want to, I can say, is independent. This is one of the cultural shock which I had, that we need to work with while the studies. This was one of them. And the last one which I would say is about getting independent. In this matter, I will say, if you are coming, like, let's take an example of girl. In India, it's totally different, that girls will not be in some particular areas. Girls are not allowed to go out after that particular time. They are not allowed to wear this particular dress. But here it's totally opposite. It's their wish at what time they are coming. Sometimes people come around 3 or 4 o'clock of the morning from their universities or from their jobs, and here it's totally safe, I would say. And they are also, they have the freedom. I will say the freedom will be the right word. They have the freedom to do everything, and they get independent after that, because they know that their daily needs will only be fulfilled if they're working, and they get independent after that. And independency and freedom also gives them a responsibility, and they become responsible as well. But in India, it's totally a little bit of different. I will not say that much different. So these were the particular shocks which I had when I came to Australia. And if you guys have something other things which you can share with me, please put in the comments. And if you guys like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching it till now. Thank you. See you later.